Welcome to part 2 of my speed reviews. Part 1 went up last week. It's the same eye look, it's actually the same day, but I thought I'd just switch up the lips to give a bit more variation, and I'm now wearing the Haggard dual-ended lip glosses in the shade Castle. These were very kindly sent to me in PR, and they are very interesting because on one side they have this water lip stain. Remember, Rare Beauty's lip oils are also water lip stains, but these are the real ones. And on the other side, you have a silicone applicator with a shimmery gloss. And you can either wear it alone, or what I did, I just combined both sides. Beautiful color, this Castle one. And as you can see, they are true lip stains. So let's start right away. I stopped in the last video at the Makeup by Mario bronzing serum, but I still have two contour slash bronzer products, what the fuck, to go. One is the Rituel the Fille Inner Glow Cream Pigment in the shape Intuition. I saw this on TikTok. Someone was like, this is even a better contour for pale skin than Fenty Amber. And of course, when they said this, I was like, is it though? And it is. Oh my fucking goodness. Look at this. Do you know what makes this so much better than Fenty Amber? The amount of purple in here. This is just so amazingly curated in the tones that it makes the perfect true contour shade. And just to fulfill your needs, this is Amber. Amber is, I don't want to say Amber is a true gray, but Amber just has different undertones. Oh, and can we ignore my stain here? I hope we can. Intuition has just better undertones, and I think they just work so much better on pale skin, at least on my. So if you're an NC10ish, maybe Intuition from Rituel the Fille is the better one to go. They are quite pricey for what they are, and you only get 3.8 grams of product. But honestly, at the end, how high are chances that you are going to use it up? If you're a beauty lover, not very much. Let's talk about the complete other spectrum here of contour bronzing sticks, the Too Faced one. Oh my god, this is the Too Faced Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick, and I have the lightest one, Chocolate Mousse. And I just wish that we had like sniffing videos, because okay, confession time, I hate chocolate. I don't eat chocolate. I think it's disgusting. Every now and then I have like this weird feeling that I want to have chocolate, and then I eat one piece and I'm like, okay, I'm good. But I love to smell chocolate. Oh. You have no clue how hard it is to calm myself and not bite into this. I want to bite it. I kind of want to try it. I have a tiny spit on my finger. I don't know why I do this, but ugh. You go, motherfucker. This does not smell like chocolate. But I'm happy that I just know this now. So, but as soon as I smell it, I want to bite it again. But back to the stick. It's not about the smell. This is very interesting. Look at this color. First of all, this is very warm. It looks much cooler on the promo pic, so I'm a bit disappointed in that. But it's also a nice bronzer, kind of. Oh, it smells so good. It says melting, and you have seen how easy this was to apply. This is borderline a bit too creamy. I don't know how much you remember how long you've been here, but last year somewhat, was it last year or was it before that on Instagram? I don't know if it was before I started my YouTube channel or not, but doesn't matter. I'm rambling too much, do I? Okay. The Rare Beauty bronzing sticks, those one I decluttered because they were too creamy for me. This is also too creamy. I still hold on to it. I still want to make it work because the color itself, once blended out, looks nice. But honestly, you just should apply it like this, barely touching it, because it instantly melts on your skin. It instantly is coloring everything in. So it is a bit hard to work with, and even just applying this on the brush first, kind of weird, because when I apply it on the brush first, I definitely have to tap off the brush on a towel or on a plate, because look at this, it is just so fucking pigmented. It's just a tad bit too much. I'm still holding on to this, but I do not want to give you a recommendation to buy this. Honestly, I would much rather recommend buying this from Rituel the Fille, although this is not a bronzer, this is a contour shade. I have still a weird taste in my mouth. I have been on a Rituel the Fille hunt lately. You know, I have my thorn oil. I love thorn oil. But when I saw that intuition shade on TikTok, I just went to the website and just digged a bit deeper. I just today placed another order on Rituel the Fille and I finally caved in. I ordered that Moonlit Creature, the new illuminating serum, to test for you. And I also picked up one of those blushes that I will talk about to you in another shade, and something else. Oh, one of the potted eyeshadows, because one looks like one of those oil spill shades that I'm just crazy about. So let's talk about the two items that I have here. One is the Colornectar Pigment Balm in the shade Bloodflower. Oh, when I saw this, I nearly lost it. Oh my god. Look at this beautiful shade of red. And look how it shears out. This is so fucking pretty as blush, I can't. This has a tad bit pink to it, which makes it actually very, very versatile, and you do not have to incorporate this just onto bold looks like today. And the other one that I have is also from that Inner Glow cream pigment line, and this is the shade Nymph. They are a bit more pigmented and completely different color. Look at this. They are also not very sheer. So the biggest difference between these two is that these Colornectar Pigment Balms are more sheer and these are more intense. Nymph, if you remember, I used that last week in my, no, 2 weeks ago in my Cheery Up X Freya 86 video where I reviewed the palette of them. Honestly, I love them so much that I picked up another shade of these Inner Glow cream pigment in the shade Eclipse, and that is the deepest purple I have ever seen. It is even deeper and more intense than Dairy Queen from Made by Mitchell. I think it's even deeper than Faith by Rare Beauty. They are very, very glowy, very glossy, and I just think they apply insanely good with my Rare Beauty blush brush. I totally enjoy them, and just Rituel the Fille has a vibe that I am currently craving. I could constantly go on the website and I want to have every single shade of these tiny motherfuckers. They also have highlighters at Rituel the Fille. This is the Rare Light Cream Luminizer in the shade Ghost Light. I don't think you can really see how this looks like, but this is one of those balmy highlights, and that shifts kind of purpley opalescent like. Oh boy, how much do I love this? You have no clue. This is very, very similar to the Vanessa Myricks Dew Wet Balm in the shade Holy Water. Let me swatch it next to it. So here you have Rituel the Fille. This one is Holy Water. I hope you can see the difference at all. Holy Water has a tad bit more color, and I think in texture, Holy Water or the Dew Wet Balms are a bit more dry actually than these ones. But at the end, they apply both very beautiful, very, very pretty, and just just stay here with the balms. I will give you my final thoughts in a second. This is the Natasha Denona Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier, the one product that people on TikTok wanted to argue with me on because they said this is not supposed to be applied all over the face after I said it. And then I just go back, first of all, to the packaging and to the outer box where it literally says apply it all over your face. And watch the fucking tutorials from Natasha Denona. She even uses her high gen primer thing, drops it here on top, swirls it around with a brush, and then applies it to the model's face. This one is supposed to be used all over the face. I personally think that is a bit too much, so you can use it also on the high points, which is also suggested on the box. So don't come at me that I mix up here instructions because it's literally on the box and in Natasha's tutorials herself. But why do I say this? The texture here is similar. I am currently in my highlight balm era. I don't know what's happening, but this is so fucking pretty. Oh, I would love to wet my pants now. This is one of those highlight shades, I don't know if you can even tell it here, that will make you look so insanely glowy without a color to it, at least on my skin. This is the shade 01 Light, and on my skin, it just looks like my skin, but in a metallic finish. Oh boy. When I first used this Natasha Denona one, I haven't put it down in a week or two. I was constantly using this until I forced myself to finally grab another highlight. I just want to point out that this one I initially didn't want to buy, but I got so curious. Is this a powder? Is it a cream? It is a hybrid. It's like these Super Shocks from ColourPop. It's somewhat in between. To me, it is more a balm and not a powder, just like this one. These are balms and not powders, but if I now compare them again, this one is much drier, this one is much balmier. So which one of these do I recommend? Actually both. I love them both for the most different reasons and at the same time for the same reasons. I do not mind you questioning my life choices and the fact why I have the Bellabeautebar Oracle Chrome Highlighter palette when I have at the same time the Blend Bunny Noctilucent palette and the Shall We highlighter palette, because at the end they're all the fucking same. They're all multi-chrome highlighter palettes, but I cannot put my finger on who it was. I'm still swearing to you it was my friend Diana from Blush Frenetic, but she was like, I never talked to you about this. And when I searched in our chat, she's right. Maybe I dreamed it. I have no clue. But if you are the person, the anonymous person who recommended me this and who told me, and I can remember that quote, that if you like the Noctilucent highlighter palette, Bellabeautebar Oracle is 10 times better. I just remember that someone said this to me, but I don't know who it was. So whoever it was, thank you so much that you introduced me to this, because I had it kind of on my radar, but then I was like, no, I don't need this. I do have other ones, but honestly, I'm very happy that I bought this. Texture-wise, I have to admit that I like Blend Bunny more because these ones here are so dry. When you touch them with your brush, the pigment, the powders are dusting everywhere, and it's a bit uneven sometimes to apply depending on the brush that you use. And these here on top, these two at least, they are more flaky, so they are also very difficult to apply, honestly. So it sounds like, well, why do you love it then? Because of the shades, because of the colors. Absolutely amazing. And I was thinking of doing maybe a comparison video between this, the Noctilucent from Blend Bunny, and the Shall We highlight palette that unfortunately is now on its last stock. So if you want to get this, buy it now, because once this is sold out, it's gone forever. Would you be interested in a comparison video like in a swatch flicks and chill manner with turned down lights and me just comparing all three of these palettes and how similar they are? Let me know down below. I love it. I think this is a beautiful highlighter palette. Do you need all three versions? Absolutely not. Just grab the one that you like the most. And last but not least, we have some lip products to talk about. And honestly, these opinions might be quite controversial. First of all, I do have one shade of the new YSL Candy Glows, or the Love Shines. This is the shade 6B, something with nude. And this is basically a brownish, nude color. I try to build it up here as much as I can. I like it, and I'm very, very happy that the reformulated lipsticks, they still have the same watermelon scent as long time ago. I just wish that they will re-release the glosses. These Rouge Volupté glosses, I love them. Shade 204 Coral was my jive. But I really love it. It is a moisturizing sheer lip balm. Nothing fancy, nothing new on the market, probably a bit overpriced for what it is, but very comfortable. Gets a recommendation from me. Talking about the Armani Prisma glasses, honestly, they're awful. I have the shade 05. Please don't ask me how they are called because here in the packaging it just says 05. But this is a sheer, nearly invisible pink. And then I have also the shade 04, and I think this is called Cherry Glaze. Swatch is a bit better. They look insanely good on the lips. They look juicy, glossy, light reflecting, moist. But do you know what they feel like? Like heavy molten plastic on your lips. They even have this plastic taste. Maybe it is truly my preference because I saw some raving reviews from people I personally truly trust. They say they feel super comfortable. I think they feel like insanely heavy molten plastic on the lips. I don't like it. And I just see, are they even really filled up? Because this one is down to here and I have used this like 3 or 4 times. And oh my god, this one is also down to here. Aren't they properly filled up? That is fucking weird. But I don't think they're worth the hype. Personally, I think they are just way too heavy on the lips. They feel okay-ish. So it's not like that they leave a weird, I don't know, like residue on the lips or they dry out the lips. You know, there are some glosses that even though they're glosses, they feel kind of drying. These don't. But again, I don't like this plasticky feeling on the lips, and I don't like this as if this is a plastic cloud lingering in my mouth. And now the most controversial opinion, probably here in this speed review, the Lisa Eldridge lip balms. I initially didn't want to buy these, and then everybody I trust, everybody I like, and comments here on YouTube underneath the video were like, you need to try them. Believe me, they are insanely good. Yes, we have 1,000 of lip balms on the market, but these are top notch. I decided to go with 2 shades. One is Sweet Fig, which is a nice nudie color. And then I also went with Metropolis, which is a like brownish but kind of purple leaning shade. I do not like these. I think they are way too heavy. Again, plasticky feeling, and they leave this cloud in my mouth of plastic. I do not like them. I am so disappointed. I still have them because I still force myself to use them, but every time I apply them, they just do not feel good. Am I doing something wrong? Am I applying too much? Do I need to follow some special instructions? Do I need to summon Lisa Eldridge here next to me who applies them to my lips? Let me know how I do this. I will try my very best because they're freaking pricey. But I don't like them. I am so deeply disappointed. Ugh, they even smell like plastic on my hand. Ugh, I don't like them. I'm so sorry. I feel bad. No, I don't feel bad. I feel bad for the money that I spent. I don't feel like weird because I was recommended them. At the end, it was my decision to go for them. I just had higher hopes for these. So that's it. That's so much for the speed reviews. If you like this format, please let me know. Also here in this video, what is your favorite product? Have you tried any of these? Have you tips for these? Let me please know down below. Make sure you subscribe, comment what I just asked. And if you don't know what to comment, comment lip balm. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.